Now we head back to Earthly Gumption, where Joel Simpson is snoring in his lovely, in a lovely deep slumber, and finally awakens to the day.
Dad sleep. Deep dad sleep. Do you have the option to just go back to sleep?
I don't see why not.
Okay, I'm gonna go back for a couple of extra hours.
All right. Hold on a moment. Planehoppers is currently in progress. Joel Simpson.
And now we wait.
A group has gathered around Joel Simpson and is starting to look at him, wondering how long he'll be able to hold this pose and how many flies will perch on the tip of his nose. Hey, how long do you think he's just gonna sit there?
Well, we could move him to a bed, but I don't know. I think it would disturb him.
Jesus Christ. Well, he's gonna have to get up one of these days. I need his help.
2 days pass.
Hours pass. Joel snores. Alright, for fuck's sake, this is getting ridiculous.
Don't attack.
Wizro punches you in the face, is like, hey, Moocher, I know this is your place, but can't you give me a little bit of a hand with this? Oh dear Lord, he went back to sleep. He's falling on the he's on the floor right now, face down, snoring. Look, okay, this is stupid. Joel, he leans down onto the floor and kind of pokes you. Do you feel like using a bed, maybe? Oh god. God damn it. Wizro walks away. Hours pass.
I like to imagine this is all happening while everybody else is like having adventures and shit.
Alright, Joel. You wake up and you feel refreshed. You're in a different position than you were earlier. Everyone has gone.
Okay.
Except the crow.
Except the crow, who's still sitting in his chair reading.
I do my morning dad stretches by just lifting one arm and placing it back down again. Okay. I get up and look around. Yes, I'm still in Earthly Gumption. We can see that. I'm gonna look around to see if there's anything out of the ordinary.
Well, first thing you notice is that over here on this table there is what looks like some crayons and a crude sketch of a diagram on the wooden table.
Okay, I ignore it.
Of course.
Let's see, what else is happening? Ah, there's the crow. What's the crow doing?
He's reading a book as per usual. There's an entire stack of like finished novels and novelettes on the floor next to him, and he seems to be like rapidly going through them.
Okay, I'm going to approach the crow.
He does not look up.
Don't you ever give it a rest, partner?
He looks up. Ah, I did not see you there. My research has been rather interesting.
Well, I'll be. Can I hear about a bit of it?
Do you want to know the nitty-gritty details, or the Cliff's Notes version?
I mean, sure, I guess I was just gonna go back to sleep anyway.
Okay, I see. He looks around, do you know where your small friend has gone? The one with the wild hair?
Why, no matter of... I mean, I haven't been sleeping that long. I couldn't have gone far.
Joel, pretty much everyone has vacated. You're pretty sure it's nighttime? Or, like, close to? Anyway, I think you should recount this to him. Did you encounter a bell? A large one covered in red vines?
Huh, well, as a matter of fact, that did happen. I thought that was only a dream, though.
It is not a dream, as I have uncovered some research notes on this bell.
Well, do tell, son.
Did you see a core crystal?
My dad memory is failing me.
Joel, you don't remember seeing any The only gemstone you remember seeing was one inset in the face of the Vine Hulk creature that you folks fought last time.
I mean, well, the only crystal we saw turn violent on us, and we had to destroy it.
You had to destroy it. From what I can see here, that should not be possible.
Okay, well, at least we know it wasn't the so-called crystal
Yes.
we referred to in your research, Sean.
What it says is the core crystal seems to be part of these larger structures, and it keeps their inner planar warps running. That tower must have had a powerful planar warp at one point. Did you encounter it?
Now, I don't know what all this funny business about planar warps are. We did see some interesting-looking murals in some of the floors, if that's what you're referring to.
It is not. That tower, it is referred to as a gate. The clock device you must have seen seems to have something to do with the bell, but the information here is rather scattered.
Oh, shucks. Well, I guess I don't have anything else to do at the moment. Here, let me help you with that. Okay, I'm going to grab one of the books and try, and I'm going to try to read it.
Okay, you pick a book at random from the stack. You look into the pages, and it's essentially chicken scratch, like a bunch of tally marks rubbed up against the parchment.
Is there anything about towers in this page?
He looks at it. No, that seems to be... this is a passage on the Magisters. I did not see this, actually. Good eyes.
Well, I guess you can look through this one then. Here, I'm going to grab another one.
Okay, grab another book and you look at it. It's more chicken scratch, but it seems to be more elegant this time.
If you're going to be writing books, why can't you just write in normal English?
Well, that does sound familiar, actually, English. I will have to see if I can find any more notes on it. I do not remember where I heard it last. Anyway, this page seems to say more about the Magisters. They aren't just high wizards. They seem to have a role in protecting each of their respective gates. One per Magister. It appears some of the Magisters have failed in their duties, and their gates have fallen into dismay or ruin.
That makes sense. Last guy we met was dead.
Being dead does make you a poor janitor. It doesn't say what the gates do.
Well, that's quite unfortunate. Anyway, enjoy your reading. I'm going to go find something to eat. Something to drink, maybe.
Joel! You finally woke up. Holy fucking shit. God, I've never known a man to sleep longer than you. You got a moment?
Why, yes, in fact, I do.
I've been trying to wake you up for 4 fucking hours straight. Anyway, shipment just got in. He points at a bunch of crates over in the corner. Unloaded all the patties you asked for. I've also got a bunch of chalk, and I was wondering if you could help me set up this ritual circle.
Why, naturally, I don't have anything else I'm doing at the moment.
Great, he says, and he runs over and picks up a crayon off the table. Do you know how to use these?
Why, you bet your blessed eyes I do.
Great, okay, so he points at the diagram on the table. It needs to look something like that. Actually, here, and he, pushes at the crate on the side and tries to get into the corner. Can you help me move this table?
Sure, you get that side, I'll get this one.
Alright, great, he says, grabbing the side of the table.
Alright. Turn it towards me.
Alright, got it, hold on. This thing's a freaking mess, he says, grabbing it.
Careful there, the crowds are falling off.
It's okay, I don't need the crayons, we'll come back for it. We've got this one, that's good. As they continue.
Alright, where are we moving this?
Well, I think we're gonna have to... we're gonna have to get up the stairs. Interesting. Say goodbye to the crayon real quick, he says, knocking it over onto the table here. It's like, we're gonna have to turn this thing sideways.
Right. Here. Let's get it towards the stairs first so we can line it up properly.
Okay. He comes over with you. No.
We're going more perpendicular than that.
He turns his... He waves his hands, Alaka magic.
Alaka magic.
Rotarium Dipson.
Fintabulus cacacanus. Alright. This way, man. This way. Hello, Mavin Gavin. Pleasure, as always. And he comes out the door and heads over to a circle on the floor that seems to have already been plotted out. Alright, we can set it down here. Alica table returnus.
What do you use this spell? Do your wizards have a spell for anything? So-called magic spell?
We have a spell for anything we can come up with, Joel. That's kind of how it works.
Yeah, at this point I've heard it all. Anyway, what's next?
Alright, so you see this? You see this device I've got here on the center of the table that I've drawn in crayon so painstakingly?
What else do we need to draw? Do we need to draw little lines coming
It's
from
like,
it?
no. He like swats at you as you try. Oh no, you fucking ruined it. Oh god. Okay, looking at the red part, Joel, I want you to come over here, and do you think you can copy that down for me while I go and get the magical elements? Think it'd be too
Naturally.
hard? Okay, cool. He says, this is on you, and he points at the circle. Draw your best interpretation of that, I'll be
Oh,
right
no.
back.
I'm going to have to break it to him that I failed art. Just remember, no such thing as a perfect circle, no such thing as a perfect circle, no such thing as a perfect circle. How many lines was right here? I think there's 2.
Rizro, like, pushes open the door and comes out with a massive crate. He's like, ugh! Alright. Oh, wow!
And done!
He looks over. Joel, that's actually very good, but, Abraca relocate and poofs the circle over onto the ground over here. He's like, alright, you actually did a really good job on that circle. That looks pretty right. Okay, and he opens up the crate and starts pulling out some stuff. Walks over here, places down like a vial of black tar onto the center of the circle, and he's like, okay, so we have everything prepared. I think it's about time that we actually get this shit going.
I mean, I'd like an explanation of what exactly we're doing here. You just told me to draw a couple circles on the floor with a crayon.
Oh, aren't you a part of this conversation?
I don't even know how these are showing up. We're standing on, like, grass.
It's stone. It's stone, Joel. We're on top of a mountain. Look, we're gonna try and revive Penelope one way or another, and I've been working on this spell for the past week and a half, slaving it away, and I hope that this finally turns into something fucking useful. Because, let me tell you something. This spell has sucked. So many research notes, so many books, and I had to put up with the fucking crow trying to pronounce all these words horribly in their modern tongue before I asked him, what's the actual word? And then he'd say it again wrong, and I'd be like, in common! And the fucker kept saying it in his native tongue. Look, all I just want to say is that I hope this fucking works.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little pride, son.
Yeah, I guess I'm just a little bit tense. At this point, Hazel floats out of the door, is like, hey, what are you guys doing?
Maybe Rizro can better explain.
Yeah, we're trying to bring Penelope back from the dead. We're gonna see if this spell actually works. You should probably stand back. Might get a little, magical-y, he says, waving his wizard fingers.
Wimbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Wimbledy wobbledy.
Wimbly wobbly.
She's like, oh, okay, and she floats up into the tree and just sits on one of the bows. Is this good? Yeah, that'll do.
What about Gavin and Marvin? Are they far away enough?
Those fools.
What have they even been doing this whole time?
Okay, they told me they were working on their summoning spells, and I don't believe them, because every time I see them, all they're doing is playing Magic the Pokio, and really, I don't think that that's a summoning spell. Pretty sure it doesn't work. Anyway, he says, I'm gonna need utmost concentration on this, Joel, if you don't mind. Step back a little bit. And then you notice a little mote of light start to grow in the center of the summoning circle. And Wizro looks in, kinda confused, raises an eyebrow, turns back to Joel, and he's like, Joel, did you put something else in that portal? I haven't started the spell. He says as the portal starts to grow, and grow, and grow. And he's like,
Is this a bad
everybody,
thing?
back the fuck up! As he jumps over the table, dives behind, kind of propping the table up in front of him, Hazel, like, swoops down and flies over next to him and peers in. And as you see...
Where's Ro? Is this part of the magic trick?
No, it's not part of the magic trick. It's probably bad. A disembodied leg steps out, covered in a boot, and then a cloak, and a whisper of magic, as a form steps forth onto the mountaintop.
Oh, did it work?
Whisper looks at you, Joel. Joel.
All this time, you were this close to the crime scene, she says, stepping forward. Didn't you ever hear the old saying? That a murderer always returns to see their work complete. Well, I've caught you red-handed, you old fool.
You. In the broadcast. It was you.
So it was. If even an urchin like you can recognize me, my visage must be widespread.
Those creatures from the abyss. Chasing down and goopifying my friends and colleagues. You did that, didn't you?
In a manner of speaking, yes. I did command them to.
Where's Ro? Is there something going on between you two? Like,
stand back, Joel! This woman is incredibly dangerous. You have some ridiculous notion that the world may end. Do I have that correct?
And here we go. It is no simple notion. I cannot stand by and watch as the people of my world are destroyed in the oncoming cataclysm. I may not be kind, and you may not agree with me, but it matters not. I am going to save the world from you fools.
As she says this, Joel, hold on, hold the phone, Joel. Another wash of magic appears in front of the door, and you see another form starting to coalesce and step forth in front of you on the door.
I try slamming the door on it.
Okay! Roll to slam the door as this form steps forth with two figures to either side.
No.
Alright, I was about to pass a line to Richard, but you fucking slam the door on this guy and shove him back inside of the gumption as he appears.
Gavin! Get out of there!
Oh, the two of them, like, look back and forth at each other. They're like, who's this guy? As the man turns towards them, a dark-cloaked form steps forth with a glowing blue skull in his hand. He scratches his chin passively and gazes towards the two wizards in the corner. A stern, yet bored scowl across his face.
Hello, children. Sorry for this.
Fucking hell! Which one?
It was Mavin, because he's closest to the stairs.
Okay, roll 3d20. Okay. So, explain it, because you killed him.
Oh, God. As he raises his hand, a wisp of frozen energy releasing start to go into Mavin, slowly freezing him from inside until he's just a pure blue skinned boy standing there.
Mavin freezes over. Gavin, with his mouth agape, looks at you in horror as this happens to basically his best friend in the world. He gathers up his cards in a whisk of magic, and you can see an actual flash of power, and for a moment, you're actually kind of scared as this guy throws a card towards you, imbued with a holy light.
Oh, God.
He throws it down on the ground right here, and he screams at the top of his lungs, "Fucking go! Blue crystal white worm!"
Oh, my God.
a dragon is summoned in front of the man
Wait, what?
over the corpse of Mavin. Gavin looks at you, staring daggers. And at this point, a haggard form runs up the stairs. What is... Oh, fuck, what is happening? I was on the toilet and I heard a commotion and... Who are you? Who the fuck are you? He points a finger at Argus.
I don't believe that you need to know yet. But... Goodbye.
Hazel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Loud and clear, Joel.
Okay, what I need to do is very important. We can't let anybody get hurt. Do you understand?
I'm well aware of that.
Okay,
What do you want me to do?
including yourself. You need to fly down to that basement, warn everybody, and get them all the HE double hockey sticks out of here.
She looks at you. But what about you, Joel?
I'm standing with Wizro.
She disappears through the floor and presumably goes downstairs. At this point, Vercule is staring at you.
I see. That was a little bit rude of you, wouldn't you say? Slamming the door on my best guest. He was so happy to meet you.
I didn't mean to be rude to any guests, ma'am.
Tell me, Grand Magister, you're trying to save the world. Save it from what? Can you really call a smoldering pile of ash anything but a smoldering pile of ash?
You assume that I'm going to burn this place. I'm here to protect it. And the first step in that is to remove all the pests.
As she raises a hand towards Wizro and looks like she's about to cast a spell.
Okay, I'm going to gather my will to try to create a miracle.
Oh, alright, I'm very interested. Please, tell me what you're going to try and do exactly.
I'm going to focus to summon someone to help, anybody to help.
Okay, Joel. Alright, Joel. Make a roll to, make a clash roll against fate. Joel. You look to the stars. You see the death and destruction that's about to come. A magical spell flying around Vercule. More magic condensing itself on Wizbro. You're not sure if you're going to be able to make it out of this. You look up. You call to the heavens. You know, in the old days where they say, if there's anyone out there, let them know, let them hear my call, let them come to help. And
like in the movies.
just like the movies. And something listens. Joel, you feel a presence on your shoulder as your very own glowing golden portal opens up next to you. And a being of almost terrifying nature floats out of it.
Aunt Philly? It's been so long.
Whisper like arcs an eyebrow back to you. Arcs an eyebrow at the golden hand made of machine. Arcs an eyebrow back to you.
Hey, Aunt Philly. It's gonna ball up into a fist and fly straight at the Grand Magister. The Grand Magister is undead, right?
Is the Grand Magister undead? You have no clue. She looks pretty ghastly.
Yeah, she kind of does look undead.
So the hand flies towards Vercule, and she just kind of raises a hand, and magic, black shadow, just stops the impending giant fist as it's trying to force itself towards her. And it actually shatters through the magic and breaks through, getting right next to her and sort of pushing her back a little bit.
Next is gonna grow.
Okay.
Make that thing grow. Is the portal still open?
Yes.
I'm gonna try to push her back through the portal with the hand.
She's gonna use one of her legendary actions to try and interrupt your attack. Fucking Joel. Aunt Philly just pushes Vercule in and she's struggling like, what the heck is this? They did not say this was going to be here. As she like starts to get swallowed up by the portal, I swear to God, Wizro, I will find you! And she's pushed back into the portal by Aunt Philly.
Okay. I'd have Aunt Philly flip you off. But I'm just forcing you into the portal, okay?
Yeah, it seems like Vercule is struggling against Aunt Philly from the other side. She didn't leave. She's still there.
I don't mean to be rude, but I'm just returning the favor.